Good morning, YouTubers, on this beautiful Sunday morning. Man, is it nice out here today. Been a lot of rain this week, and finally have a gorgeous sunny day. I think my family and I are planning on hitting the shore. Just wanted to get a quick driving video in this morning on the SS, and that was a huge bug, just flew by. So, do a little quick driving vid here. Oh yeah. Alright. Alright. There we go. Okay. Alright, so just a quick overview. Absolutely gorgeous interior. I'll have the piano finished, but it's painted this go around. And yes, it's an automatic. One, because I drive an insanely large amount for work. And two, at the time, they had two manuals available, both in colors that I didn't really want. They said they could probably find me another one, but this blue one was coming in to the showroom that week. Now in reality it ended up being 3 weeks because it got hung up at Newark. And the particular deal I deal with is not as high volume for this car. But anyway, beautiful gauge package. It's got multiple gauges within gauges here. It's got the tach and the speedometer, fuel and temperature gauge, but then there's also a slew of other gauges that you can bring up and in the prompt in the center. And let me just get everything going here so you can see. Okay, so go with a different source here. We'll do some Bluesville. There we go. Okay. Oh, not bad. Not a bad driving video. Not bad driving music. All right. Get my there we go. Got my seatbelt on. Beautiful finish, leather all over the place, and plenty of room for two car seats for my two little dudes here. And look at how much room is there. My wife can fit completely in there, you know, in this front seat, no issue. Stretch her legs out. So we have no complaints about it thus far. Beautiful suede on the dash, and sunroof. Sorry, everything's kind of close here. Let me turn this down just a little bit there. All right, so now you can see it's got a whopping 382 miles on it. Right now, if you look, it's in performance mode. You can see it right here. And this knob here, right below the shift knob, adjusts it to the different settings. So if I turn it to the left, it goes into sport mode. And this is all just varying degrees of suspension tuning. There is apparently some shift parameters that get changed as well, and touring. Did you see how quiet it got all of a sudden? So yeah, you could hear how quiet the car got if I go into sport mode. Hopefully the mic on this thing will pick that up. But I generally like to drive in sport mode or performance mode. Touring on really long drives so you don't hear the drone or anything like that. But it's got the heads-up display. I don't know how well you guys are seeing this because it's so glary in the car. Very nicely appointed steering wheel. I like the cutoff at the bottom. And leather wrapped, of course. Nice and beefy. Dual climate control. This is awesome. Since my Cadillac that I had for about 7 months, I haven't had anything like this. But cooled. And heated seats. So... well, without further ado, might as well get going on this thing. Let's get some driving music again. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so another thing it does is it tilts the mirrors down so you can see things on the ground. I'm still kind of like on the fence about that. It has the backup camera, of course. I love that. Even though I don't use it nearly as much as some folks do, I do like it. It's nice. I like it for when you're lining cars up. Up. It says I'm close to another car, of course, because I'm off in the grass. And there's the HUD. There you got a heads-up display. And get a few punches in on this once I get out on the highway here. So I'm going to bring her down. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Not sure. Yeah, because I don't want to scrape my driveway. It's kind of weird. Okay. Wow, is it bright out today. Beautiful day, though. Okay. I am going to take this baby over and give her a bath. So, be able to give you... I apologize if it's a little rocky. But the ride quality is fantastic on this, even in the more stiffer suspension modes. And I didn't show you the one mode that's pretty cool. But if you see the traction control button right here, you double tap on that. Ready? Boom, StabiliTrak competitive mode. So now there's no traction control on it, and the car does feel very different when you do this because of the way that the suspension, the MagneRide gets configured. The shift points seem a lot better as well. So, and again, there's paddle shifters as well, but I really do love the way that this car gets set up when you go into the more stiffer suspension modes. Not sure I would necessarily drive it that way all the time, but like we'll do it for now and see how it goes. If I ever get a chance to road course this thing down in Millville at New Jersey Motorsports Park, then yeah, I will definitely definitely drive it in this mode. All right. Let's see what this says here. Let's see, is this guy gonna go or not? All right, thank you. A fairly boring ride through my town here, but I can't say enough. I don't regret getting this car one bit. I am in love. That much is certain. Now I'll be going to the shore in a little bit with my family, picking up my niece, and we'll be heading down there. Probably going to try to leave around 9. When I got out the door this morning, you know, to leave for this, just to go rinse the car off. Everybody was starting to get up a little bit, so that gives me hope that I might actually get everyone out of the house at 9 o'clock. But I won't hold my breath. So, because this will probably take me a half hour to, once I get there, rinse the car off, vacuum the interior out. I probably won't vacuum the interior while I'm there. I'll probably just rinse it out, just because of I want to get it just a quick cleaning, and I've got stuff at home that I want to do. And oh, by the way, no, not using the brush or anything like that, especially on a brand new car. My truck, I used it all the time at the quick washes, but for this car gets a nice hand washer. I'll just use the higher pressure soap and stuff like that because it hasn't been totally beat up. Well, this is weird. I guess we're waiting for a train here, but in the meantime, there's my nice little downtown. Well, we passed downtown, but I love it. I like this little neighborhood. It's nice. There we go. Now we're blinking again. The light rail runs through the neighborhood. A lot of people got upset about when they put that in. I actually think it's fantastic because you can take the light rail from my town down to Camden and switch over at the Walter Rand Transportation Center, get on the Paco line, and you're in Philly in under a half hour. I mean, and that's not even trying. You're there that quick. So very, very little complaints about how efficient that is. You know, I guess people complain, you know, sometimes they hear a horn or a whistle or something like that, but I think that's just ridiculous. Some of the cool stuff that's on the on the center console here, while we're right along, is they have obviously the standard array of the General Motors MyLink, I'll call them apps for lack of a better word, but the standard array. Some really neat stuff in this. While they have the, you know, the navigation and radio selections and things like that, what they also have, which is pretty cool, is the selections for also, you know, your Bluetooth radio, movies and destinations and things like that. So they got weather, fuel prices in the area, so very interesting selection of stuff. I'll go through that another time, but now I got this opportunity to finally get on this thing, so we'll give you a little bit, once I get clear of this guy, give you a little bit of a video of what this thing can do. So we'll see how she does. Sorry, it's the boring low parts of the video here, waiting and waiting. There we go. All right, let's get the barely on the gas right now. God, I love this car. It doesn't have the same amount of giddy up as my the CTS-V did when I first got it, but I gotta be honest with you, it just feels like a more refined vehicle from getting the Magna ride right and everything. Maybe it was just the how obsessive I was about keeping that car nice because of just the dollar value on it. But honestly, mentally, I was not ready to have a car like that. So, yeah, so you got one nice little punch on it. Don't want to do that too much back here just because of, you know, I don't want to end up damaging the vehicle or getting some rock thrown up on it, but it's a good time of day when there's not a lot of people out. But yeah, I honestly can't say really very few bad things about this car. And honestly, I wouldn't even say that they're necessarily bad things per se. So one of the things that was a little annoying, and I was going to bring this up before, is the auto recall on the seats. So you have the controls here where you can select the seat positions. For some reason, it's probably stupidity of user. Yeah, this guy, you know, right here, he can't seem to figure it out, even though he's read the manual about how to get these seats to stay in position. When you open the door to get out, it does this thing where it backs the seat up, and it's like, oh, okay, so easy exit, easy entrance, all fine and dandy. However, if I have a little guy behind me who has little legs, this seat goes awfully far back, and I don't want to pinch a pair of sub 2-year-old legs with the seat because I couldn't figure it out. So luckily, within these prompts here, there's a convenience, and there's a whole bunch of really cool stuff in here. And one of them is you can turn that off, which I did almost immediately. I got rid of that just because it was fairly obnoxious to me, and I didn't need it, so I can comfortably get in and out of the car without issue. I'm trying to remember what the heck the other thing was, and for the life of me, I cannot remember what the heck the other thing was that was somewhat, like, I'll call it semi-annoying to me, because it, well, okay, so there's other things which I probably haven't figured out yet on this, is prompts for some of the alerts that come up. Nothing big, nothing really big that can't be figured out, but darn it if I can't remember what the heck the other thing was that was a little annoying to me. I'll probably remember it after I finish this video, and in which case I'll also give you an update. But we're almost here at the car wash, There's the local Mako here. They do a lot of business, surprisingly. Well, not surprisingly, actually. You do hear very good things about some Makos. Otherwise, other places you hear horror stories. But that one does surprisingly great work. A lot of really good paint jobs have come out of there. Actually, on classic cars, they do a lot of throughput. So here we are. I'm going to kill it. I'll update you guys as I have them. But happy YouTubing and have a great day. It's a gorgeous one.